So there's a very good chance you probably already know what the Roman borders look like. The Roman Empire at their height. But do you know where they actually were within those borders? This is a map of every Roman settlement, which I found instantly pretty surprising. Obviously, most of the settlements were within the Italian peninsula, a bunch of people here in Rome, and actually a lot of people in Sicily too. But the big thing for me is like North Africa. I had no idea. This looks like it's probably the second most populated, densely populated area, which makes sense. They had like Carthage here that they took over. They had most of those settlements over here though, but not so much in like modern day Libya. And obviously, it's probably pretty hard to live out here, lack of resources and stuff. They got pretty deep into the Sahara Desert though. That's shocking. Like, why? Why would you do that? Let's not forget about Greece and modern day Turkey, but look at this. Wow. Tons of settlements here too. And of course, they built all around that Nile River. Interestingly, they didn't do much here because of the flooding. Wasn't there a lot of flooding at this part of the river? Probably easier to build cities here. Looks like they never really got too deep into Eastern Europe, just kind of around the Black Sea, and that's like as far as they went. And there's of course the British Isles. I always forget just how high up they went. These two settlements way up there. Like I would have guessed they would have just stayed like right around here. Kent and Cornwall. They didn't even have anything in Cornwall. It's also kind of interesting how many settlements they built in the Alps. Seems like a pretty tough place to live. Haha, sad Swiss noises. Man, they packed in on Crete too. Look at this island. It was filled out. Whereas like Cyprus, pretty empty. Now these are settlements. This isn't necessarily like population density. I mean, you could probably like make a estimated guess. This is where a lot of their Roman population was living. Besides them settling like in the middle of the Sahara Desert, this is also crazy. Just to see them in Kuwait, they went way in there. Didn't even know they reached the Persian Gulf. Or I figured they would reach it, but they actually like built a city like right over there. So here's a map of every country's center population. There's equal number of people north, south, east, and west at this red cross here. So it looks like the center population in the US is like what, Kentucky or something? That's where equal amount of people live around this area. I wonder if we're gonna see a lot of nations' capitals line up with like their population center. I would assume so. That looks about right for Mexico at least. And kind of the same for Canada. I mean, it's gonna be a little off. I'm assuming they keep this in mind, like when they decide on like a capital. That's actually kind of dumb. Obviously, that's gotta be something that they keep in mind. And here's the world center of population. So if the entire world had a population center, it would be in India. Not too far off from their population center. It's actually kind of crazy how far east it is. It just shows like how many people are living out here in the east. I mean, China and India definitely like pull this point far east kind of alone. Kind of funny how the African nations are so like drastically skewed with their center population because we have the Sahara Desert that no one lives in. I guess Australia's kind of similar, kind of. Mount Fuji incense burner. This guy perfectly constructs Mount Fuji by drilling it. There's got to be like a 3D printer involved, right? This is 3D? It's got to be. Yeah, okay, now it's clear. I don't think this is handmade. Wow, they actually got smoke coming out of it. Okay, take my money right now. I want this. Excellent visualization of the distortions of different projections. Okay, that is crazy. When you put it in this square format like that, wow, look at this square. What is that? It looks like it's dancing. That looks pretty, okay, I guess that's a good one, I guess. That's not terrible either, actually. Even though it looks weird over here. Okay, Robinson, what you doing, Robinson? And it's the mall wheeled. That one's crazy. If the US paid its debt in a pile of pennies, the pile would almost reach Pluto. This is so unbelievable to me. Penny thickness, it's 1.52 millimeters. Is that what that's saying? So we're in debt, what is this, 27 trillion? So that's times 100 pennies. Pennies in $1 times 1.52. Oh man, we're doing math again. It's not my strong suit. That would make it 76% of the way to Pluto. This diagram doesn't look like that's 75%, but hey, we'd make it to all the real planets, right? Just kidding. I love you, Pluto. It would make it to Uranus. Oh wow, here's another one. Zion National Park. This is crazy, but I want to know how fast this is sped up. That's like the real test. This is taking like 24 hours. Then I don't know, man. I bet you it is. Although the sun's not moving in the background. Maybe it's not taking that long. That might not be the sun. That's probably lighting. Wow. How'd they get this miniature camera? Okay, now who's gonna paint it? Map of India from all its roads. This is actually pretty crazy to me. I had no idea most of India had its roads here on the southern tip. That makes sense. The ports, coastal. But why in the southern tip? Why not some places else? Number of days Thai king has spent abroad versus in Thailand since 2017. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. So blue represents days in Thailand. In 2017, he spent 150 3 days possibly. Even that is kind of crazy. That's not even half the year. He's definitely going on a really long summer vacation. 2018, maybe 51 days. He's like, I'm out of here. 2019, okay, he increased it a little bit, 13 days. Now he's just taking long winter breaks and summer breaks. And in 2020, he ain't even around. Where is this man? Length of day as the year progresses for each latitude in the world. So when you're 30 degrees south, you only have 60 degrees south. You only have 4 hours in June and July? Is that real? When you're like right on the equator though, which would be 0, right? You have pretty much normal days, 12 hours every month of the year. Yep, we kind of saw how crazy these map projections are. Wow, we're making Canada look huge and Russia too. Dang, some of these countries aren't even moving. Obviously the ones like on the equator aren't moving. Makes sense. This is one of those psychopathic posts. This man called every single McDonald's in the Chicago area asking if the ice cream machine broke. Is the McDonald's ice cream machine broke? 76% of them in Chicago said yes. Wait, 7%. Sorry, maybe I'm a psychopath too. 7.69. He called every single one. I'd be more amazed of this post if I wasn't terrified of the person that made it. But no, this is pretty interesting. If we take that data, there's like kind of a less than 10% chance ice cream machine broke whenever you go to McDonald's. I'll take those odds. Wood burning kit to burn a map of all the states we have visited. Wow. Hold up. Do these people not like airplanes? It doesn't look like they like airplanes because they're only going to adjacent states. This is also giving me some like Middle Earth vibes. Here's a topographical map of the deepest cave on Earth. So we have the entrance of the cave. This is the Eiffel Tower for reference. And just look at how far this underground camp. Oh, hell no. Hell no. 2,000 meters deep. Target of towards the center of the Earth. Wait, does it go deeper? Do we even know if this is the deepest? They discovered the end of this in 2001. It looks like that. No. Wait, are they just now doing in August 2003 they got to there. Is anyone else just terrified looking at this? That is how you awaken the Kraken. No thank you. The exploration team of 8 went into the deepest part in 2019. 10 came back out. Oh my god. Yeah, I just had the Insidious music play in my head when I read that. Occupied bald eagle nests in Wisconsin, 1974 versus 2019. Wait, they're coming back? Occupied bald... Wait, is this good or bad? Oh, it is good. It is good. I literally didn't believe it. I'm like, wait, I must be misreading this. There's no way this is good news. It's never good news. Bird migration tracked by GPS. Wait, how are we tracking them? Are we putting little chips on them? Probably not. We probably got like some satellites on them. This is just through Europe though, right? Wait, where'd they start? They're all going to Spain? They start in Germany, or, oh, they kind of chill in the Alps. And then they stop by and grab some, what's some Spanish food? I don't know, bulls. It's a map man who walked the entirety of the Korean peninsula through every mountain and valley for years to produce an extremely precise map. The craziest thing, this is incredible. This is really amazing. But I thought it was in like 2020. I thought he was doing this in modern day, and I'm like, whoa, that was on a whole nother level. How did he do that? Okay, but it's in 1861. All right, different times. This region specifically, very different. 1861, what was he doing? This is crazy. He loves Korea. Oh, he even went to the island. Are there many islands that lead to this island? Wait, he went around the whole coast, or did he do all these trails too? He must have lived to be like 100. Yeah, he went through every mountain and valley. I think it was like 50 or 60. Countries named in Turkish, ending with istan or ya. Oh, I never thought about that. So Turkish slaps a bunch of yas at the end of everything. I wonder why that is. I know Istan, it's land, right? Russia ya? Is that how you say that? Probably not. Why do all these countries get ya? Why don't we get ya? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong too. Poland is Poling ya. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. Relief map of the Netherlands. This is probably the most uninteresting map. Isn't the Netherlands just flat? It is. I mean, it looks like it. It definitely looks like it. But hey, they got some hills. Good for them. There we go. There's a nice relief map of, I guess, more hilly areas. I'm always surprised to see this much in like Morocco and like just North Africa. A lot of hills there. Ew, I hate this. I put an upside down map of Europe on top of a right side up map of Europe and traced where they overlapped. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. This is interesting though. Russia having all this, and then obviously they'd have a lot. Oh, they're up here in Ireland. Turkey's got the, this is so weird. Oh, this is making me uncomfortable. I don't even know why. Horses may have been replaced by cars on the roads, but the words are actually distantly related. They started off as like curs, to run, in a Proto-Indo-European. I don't think I should try to pronounce it, but possibly meaning vehicle, literally runner. Hrusha, horse. Hrusa, haros, wagon. So they both have like a similar evolutionary ancestor. Words have an, yeah, they have ancestors. There's a better term. I'm just gonna call it ancestors. They come from the same common origin. There you go. Yeah, they're very distantly related, but they could probably still mate and it would be good. They don't gotta worry about genes messing them up. Just don't do it too many times, trust me. Percentage of people living in an apartment? Oh, that's me. Let's go. Over 60%. Russia, Ukraine, a lot of the Baltic countries. Spain. Wow, how is Norway, the British Isles? You guys aren't living in apartments? You guys don't got apartments? Maybe they don't got apartments. The Netherlands doing good too. Hey, apartments are kind of fun. And big thanks to the October patrons. Can't think of a name. DOOCHBAGGINS, Elijah Senpai, BallinLikeStalin, Alfonso M6, Clevin, Pelovski, Mayonnaise Incorporated, LuxembourgLover, AryanAfterHours, Ratsmacker 3000, Mac, Deezer123, RalseiTree, Manny 74, FusionWolf, Julius Cheeser, Plebeian Tribune, thank you.